Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. So today we're going to be comparing a store pick single barrel select of Blantons to a just regular bottle of Blantons. So of course it is a single barrel, so flavors may be similar, but have a slight different flavor. So even just this regular bottle of Blantons, let's say that you have, might have some slightly different flavor as well. But I thought it would be a cool live stream to just kind of do this, try it out. I did actually just recently pick this up for $70, which is actually a really good price considering I've seen it some places for like 150 for just like a regular bottle, not a store pick. Yeah, 150, 200. It's double the price. I purchase them when I do see them for that $60 to $70 range. And I hope that, maybe if we stop purchasing it at that $150 range, maybe they'll stop pricing it that high. But yeah, so this is first crack, first impression on this single barrel select that I did get. I do have another one that I won't be opening, but I would just like to showcase. I'll read some of the stats on this one as well. Try to get that to focus. And we're not focusing. Let's see if we can do that. Trying. Still figuring out the camera, people. I'm sorry. So this is the one that we won't be doing. So I guess, yeah, we'll go over the bottle that I'm going to be cracking open. I see someone in the comments. Cheers. Cheers, Tater Don. Cheers, man. All right. So this Blanton's single barrel bourbon whiskey was hand selected by Yankee Spirits out of Swansea, Mass. And this was from barrel number 83. Stored in warehouse H on Rick number 3. This bourbon whiskey was dumped on 6/26/23. Individually selected, filtered, and bottled by hand at 93 proof or 46.5% alcohol by volume. It says this is the finest bottle of whiskey ever produced, affording you extra flavor, bouquet, and character. I do have a little bit more information. It says this registered bottle number is 276. Now, just a little bit more stats for you guys. So the company is Sazerac Company Incorporated. The distillery is Buffalo Trace. Release is ongoing, so they're continuing to release this, put it out on the market. 93 proof, age NAS, so no age statement. And then also the mash bill is undisclosed. And Breaking Bourbon is saying that it's got an MSRP of $65 as far as 2021. I believe it has gone up in price. I believe it was $65 and now it is $70. Yankee Spirits is pretty good with selling you their products MSRP, so that's always good to know. That's why I like going there. You can get some good, highly allocated stuff and get it for the price you should be paying for it. Now, yeah, without further ado, so I got 2 Glens here. I'm going to keep the single barrel select on my right or your left. Left for the regular bottle, on my side, right for you guys. And yeah, so I got 2 S's and an O. So unfortunately, I do have, it's probably going to be really hard to pick up. But yeah, so the cork toppers have a letter on them, spells out Blantons. Of course, I got 2 S's and 1 O. Cheers, Eric. What's going on, man? Yeah, without further ado, let's crack this open and try it out. Get this wax off. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Anybody in the chat? I know there's 6 people out there. If you guys just want to let me know if how's the audio. I did get a new mic. There's that wax. Just took the wax off. Go for a cork pop. Move some stuff out of the way there. Oh, that was kind of weak. That was very weak. All right. Let's pour it up. Awesome. Good to know. Thank you, Eric. Awesome. Good to know. Thank you, Tater. All right. There is a single barrel select. I got to figure out the focus on this. I'm trying. Pours a nice amber color. Nice alcohol legs. Let's pour up the regular one. Did I say the? I don't think I. No, I didn't say any of this information. Okay, so yeah, that was the single barrel. This one was dumped on 228.19, so this has had some time to open up. Maybe it looks lighter on camera. It's not too dark. It is no, there is no age statement, so I don't know how old it is, but it's got some decent coloration to it. This one, like I said, is from 2019, 228, 2019, from barrel number 100, stored in warehouse H on Rick number 3. So these are both stored in the same location, warehouse H, Rick number 3. However, this one was pretty different. This one was stored on warehouse H on Rick number 49. So this is the one from 2021. I am doing a comparison of one from 2019 and 2023. I probably should have done the other way around, but these were very similar. So I thought that would be interesting. 93 proof. Yeah. This is barrel number 100. That was barrel number 83. I probably already said that. Let's pour this up. Much better. Much better cork pop on the one that's older. So yeah, I've had this for a while. I probably purchased this bottle. This bottle was probably like $55, maybe, in 2019. Definitely has gone up in price. All right. Hold them up. They look very similar. Let's swirl this one a little bit. See if we can get the same alcohol legs. They look almost identical in appearance. All right. I think we're going to go single barrel select first on the nose, right hand. Okay. You get your typical Buffalo Trace cherry vanilla cola. It's very cherry caramel, oak. A little bit of baking spice. Slight hint of ethanol. I have a feeling if I were to do these blind, I would not be able to tell the difference, considering I've had this before. Oh, I also would like to say that this has had some time to open up. This is a fresh crack, so there is that as well. So if this one is drastically different, I'm sure some time in the being open makes a little bit of a difference. But yeah, smells sweet. Like I said, cherry, vanilla, cola. Almost buttery on the nose. Yeah, you get a little bit of that oak, woody. Smells good. I mean, it smells like Blantons. Let's try this one out. Okay, that is it's different. It's much more tamed. Not getting that big ethanol alcohol punch. This one I'm getting a little bit more caramel candy, and vanilla. There is cherry, but it's not as prominent as this one. Like this has definitely much more of that cherry note. A very nice, sweet vanilla, almost a little bit of citrus and floral on the nose with the regular single barrel. You can tell this is kind of a fresh crack. Hmm. Very similar, yet distinctly unique. Cheers, Cheech. What's going on, man? Good to see you in the comments. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna try out the single barrel select first. So cheers. It's very dry. This one's very dry. I'm getting a lot of that oak tannin, astringency, a little bit of that ethanol burn on the back end, some peppery spice. Very sweet, sugary fruits. It's not cherry on the palate. It's almost more like sweet enough to be like a strawberry. Kind of like strawberries and cream. It's really good. I do feel like it does kind of have a little bit of like a punchy initial flavor, considering it hasn't this first crack, neck pour. Sometimes they can be a little bit more intense. Yeah, sweetness on that's great. Yeah, strawberry vanilla. Wow, that's good. Let's go for the regular Blantons. Cheers. Probably should have had something to wash my palate in between, but whatever. Cheers. Definitely more cherry. They're almost identical. There's very slight differences. There's a lot less of that oak. There's a lot less astringency and spice, but it's a little bit lackluster as far as sweetness. So it's kind of more tamed, but it's not as sweet and sugary as the single barrel. Now, this bottle is from 4 years ago, so I mean, yeah, very very unique. Like I said, that fruit note is almost strawberry esque, strawberry vanilla, kind of strawberry creamsicle esque. Yeah, um, the single barrel is more sweetness. It's kind of giving more strawberry. The regular is kind of more cherry forward. All right, this one is getting very thin. It's getting very thin, but it's becoming thin and kind of lacking in flavor, but more drinkable. Whereas this one has a little bit more of an intensity on the mouthfeel, but more astringent, spicy, and sweet. So it's almost like it's this. It's almost like it's the regular bottle intensified. There's a slight funk to this. Oh yeah. Overall, I think they're pretty good. I like both of them. I mean, I would like to see what this tastes like when it opens up. When it's had some time to, you know, sit and get a little bit of oxygen. Yeah, they're very similar. It's almost kind of like sugary to the point where it's like almost like an artificial strawberry kind of. And this is like super super um like ripe cherry, but not like maraschino cherry, more of like maybe like black cherry, I would say. Cheers, Eric. Oh, and cheers, Alex. I didn't see you there. Hey, legendary Tanner. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you, my friend. Same to you, bro. Cheers, man. Yeah. Overall, it's pretty fun. I do enjoy both of them. I will say, as far as which one I prefer over the other, I would say I kind of like the single barrel select, just because it's a little bit more potent. This one I could totally feel like I could just drink a ton of. Probably wouldn't want to do that, but yeah, super drinkable. This is one that I could keep sipping, no problem. This one is very flavorful. It does pack a punch. But with that being said, I might want to move on to something else that's a little bit more drinkable for maybe like a nightcap bourbon. Whereas this is very it's kind of intense on the palate, I will say. If you're not someone who, let's say you drink, excuse me, Wild Turkey 81, and then you move on to like Bullet Bourbon. It's kind of like that. Whereas the regular Blantons is very well tamed, laid back, super easy drinking. It's kind of like a Wild Turkey 81. And then the Single Barrel Select Fresh Crack is like your solid Buffalo Trace, just kind of stands out and punches you in the face a little bit on the palate and on the nose. Very good. It would be fun to maybe compare it to the other single barrel. Like I said, they are very similar in flavor, but it's cool when you do like a single barrel select, or even if you got two bottles of Blantons, even if you just did this with two different bottles of Blantons, I'm pretty sure it's technically like the same thing, considering it's just a single barrel. This was just a specially selected single barrel from Yankee Spirits. But of course, if you were just to compare two different Blantons, you'd get a somewhat similar outcome. But of course, this one is from 4 years ago, and this one is from 2 months ago. So, yeah, overall, fun. Definitely a cool experience. I mean, which one would I prefer? I think it's more of a. Does the original Bland's have a strong orangey note? I was getting, like I said, I think in the middle of my review on this one, I said I was getting a little bit more citrus. I was getting some citrus, and this was more like bold spice, sweet, sugary fruits. And then this one was kind of like citrus, black cherry. Yeah, like I said though, I think it's two different occasions. This is totally something that you can just kind of nightcap with, drink. Probably end up killing this bottle here shortly. Sure, it'll be something easy to just sip on, finish off the night. Not think too much about it. You know, it's a solid sipping bourbon. You know what you're drinking. Buffalo Trace makes some good stuff. But I feel like this one I would want to sit down and nitpick a little bit more. I feel like it needs some time to open up, of course. So yeah, of course you have your two different situations. Can I really give either or a number? To be honest with you, probably not. As far as comparing the one to the other, should I? What does chat think? Should I throw out a number for each of the bottles? I haven't had this one in a while. So, what does chat think? No responses? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just throw out a number, I guess. For the regular single barrel select, I'd go solid like 90, 92 on this. And then the regular Blantons, I'd go 90. Very good. Yeah, it's a common, very sought after bourbon. I'd recommend it if you can find it for that $60-70 range. Other than that, $200 or even $150. I mean, there's so many better bourbons out there that you could purchase. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm sure there's somebody out there that would gladly pay that much for a bottle of Blanton's. But yeah, me personally, I think that $60-70 mark is where we should be paying for this product. And yeah, thank you everybody stopping by, hanging out in the chat. We had Alex, Eric, Cheech stop by. Cheers, Cheech. Tater Dom. And yeah, probably gonna hang out with some other guys, maybe live tonight, possibly do something else. I do have a video that is going to be uploaded here shortly. Just recently reviewed the Johnny Drum private stock, so check that out. And look forward to that video. And as always, thank you for watching this channel. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Like a beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.